Here we go. A live that I can actually read comments from, thanks to my computer being fixed. Thanks to someone special in my life. Can everybody hear me? Tell me if you can hear me, because I did this myself. Rep in SC. Okay. Oh, I can do this now. I can put this up. Harvest of Sorrow. What's up, Rob? Hope all is well. Everything's really good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Everyday struggles. New York here. I hear you, everyday struggles. I hear you. What's up, Rob? How you doing? I'm doing better than I deserve. I'll steal that from was it Rush that said that, or is Hannity that says that all the time? I'm not sure. Harvest, how you doing, mate? Okay. Oh, rep in South Carolina. Okay. Leon, I'm gonna get with you soon, Leon. How you doing, buddy? Leon Swan. Jesus Christ. Who is let me fix the glass on this one. Let me fix this one. All right. Kramal. No, I can see it better over here. Okay, so here we go. I'm sorry. Now everything's kind of going fast. Yes. Okay. Thank you. All right. Everybody can hear me. Finn Freak, how you doing? Redzilla the Menace. What's up, Convict Inc? What's up, brother? We can hear you. Thank you, Everyday Struggles. I appreciate it. I want to start off. Nicholas, what's up? How you doing? Dave Cameron, longtime supporter. Thanks, Dave. Grind. I was thinking about you last night. I don't know why. Because I've not been able to do this for a minute. I haven't been able to read the comments, and I hope you're doing good. Seriously, I thought about you a lot last night. Yeah, I have. Marky Mark, how you doing, brother? I'm doing good. Pedro's in the house. David Cameron, okay. Carmela Flacco, hey, Mr. Rosso, what's up? Okay, so I want to start off by giving a shout out to Cody Jones, who literally just texted me or sent me a messenger a minute ago. Cody, looking sound today, Mr. Rosso, looking sober today. So for a while. So Cody Jones, if you're out there, brother, Cody. Okay, I happen to say kid a lot to anybody who's like 50 and under. Okay, thank you, people from New York, for doing that to me when I was in Lewisburg. Everybody's a kid, right? They're younger than me. Even old guys are kid. Hey, kid. So Cody looks really good. You're looking healthy, bro. I don't think he's gonna mind me saying he has struggles of his own. I did a video, we did an article in the library at Terre Haute. I'm not going to put it out there right now, but anyway, because I haven't talked to him to really keep going. But Cody, you look good. I'm glad, and we'll be in contact soon. I'm going to call you soon, okay, bro? I just want you to know that. I'm glad you reached out to me too. Okay, so today I put out a Mob Monday video, first one in a while, about Anthony, Senter, and Testa, the Gemini twins. People said, two people commented and said, Rob, they call them the Gemini twins because of the Gemini Lounge. I get it. They were referred to as twins before that, from what I know. You guys from New York, you guys can correct me on that. It's cool. Whatever, I'm not from New York, okay? And I want to make it clear to a couple of people that don't understand. Anthony Senter's getting out. If this isn't a maybe, okay? He's out. I think it's June 24, 2024. So in spite of the 10 murders and the chopping up, the alleged chopping up, the confirmed chopping up bodies and dismembering them and snorting coke and getting naked in bathtubs and draining bodies and all the stuff that we can read about in the papers, all the stuff that people personally know that watch this channel and all that stuff, he's getting out. And I'm glad that he is. I repeat, I'm glad that he is. And I hope, in spite of everything negative I've said about Joey Testa, I hope he gets out too. And let me be clear why. I am on a criminal justice reform agenda. That is my path. That's where I need to go. I need to be there because I was given life without the possibility of release. And a judge in the Western District of Arkansas found legal, took a chance. And there's judges they can go different directions. For whatever reason, I should say, somebody took a chance on me. I have been blowing it, squandering opportunities in the last 2.5 years, and I will not squander it anymore. Period. Full stop. It's not going to happen. I don't know what tomorrow brings. I don't know if I'll be rolling in the sauce. I can tell you that I am full blown in recovery. I feel better than I have. And of course, life's going to have its struggles. Of course, I'm going to face major obstacles. But you know what that's actually called? Life, right? That's what it's called. And I just have to find ways to deal with that, not feel sorry for myself, not dwell on what happened to me as a child, even though I must say, compared to a lot of other people, had it really good as a child. But that's what I'm on, is the criminal justice reform agenda, which ties into what I put in the title here about the Libertarian Party. I'll get into in a little bit. Um, and yeah, so I just wanted to start off by saying that Anthony Senter is getting out. He was granted a compassionate release. I have not read it. There is somebody who is supposed to send it to me soon. My days are pretty busy right now. I am in an undisclosed area right now. There's actually 3 different ones I can be at. So I will just say that without getting too far personal with stuff. Okay. So I just wanted to put that out there first. I'm going to put all you guys' comments up here, good, bad, and indifferent. That's what I wanted to do tonight because I have not been doing it. You know what's crazy? So I come on, took a few weeks off. I was there, but I was off. I have a lot of things going on. Some of it's personal, I'm not going to talk about, believe it or not. And I noticed subs after the first 2 videos, like they started dropping. And I expect that because I'm not trashing people. Some people like that. I'm not going to do that. Super con man, long time, pal. You're not on Facebook anymore. Sup con man. Okay, con man, I'll take it. So I'm not on Facebook. Yeah. Did they shut my page off on Convict Inc? I kept getting notices about you're going to be restricted for violating some kind of policy. I'm not even sure if that's happened. I haven't looked at it. I have intended on actually putting Messenger on hold for a minute. I haven't yet. We'll see what's up. I'm not sober. Sorry. Okay. All right. Well, hey, be about it. Do you for real? And I mean that. So I'm not here preaching for everybody to, I'm not preaching for everybody to be sober. I hope people that are addicts and that are stuck in it and not living up to their full potential. I hope things can happen. And let me tell you, look, this is I've got a I've been fully clean. That's nothing since 15th of last month. Okay, so it's too new. I swear I wish I could click my heels and be like 5 years sober, so I can really like speak with authority on sobriety. I can't right now, but at the same time, I've done the sober and then using and then Suboxone and then all that stuff. I've done it all so far, right? And all I can say is about the third week of actually being fully clean is when I started feeling like I was living. I did 58, 59 days last time, but my thinking process wasn't there. And I've learned right now about recovery that it's not just not using alcohol and drugs. This is my personal opinion. Okay. Well, I mean, it's in literature. If you read AA books, you have to have psych change, a psychological change in your thinking. I'm trying to do like different and new things, even eating. Well, stop. Trying different items, for example, candy bars that I haven't tried. So that's not really healthy. But and listening to other people's advice because I haven't done so well on my own. Asking other people for help when I feel like I need it. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Who knows what tomorrow brings? All I know is this minute of this day. That's what I'm doing. That's all I can say right now. So people that use, love you. I'm here. I feel you. And I ain't mad. I'm not mad. There's people that can do it recreationally. That's great. The only thing I would like to caution, and I know because I'm watching, I am. There are people that I've known in prison growing up that are dying because of fentanyl that don't even know they're doing fentanyl. The only thing I would caution people that are using recreationally or an addiction, I'm very serious about that. Please, please, please try your best to get some Narcan uh, beside you or with you, or have somebody that's around you to have it, because it's in coke, it's in meth, it's in everything, and it's fucked up that people are doing that. It really is. You know, it's one thing to do fentanyl. And full disclosure, I love the shit. I do. You're talking to somebody who I can, who got raw fentanyl, and it says, like, what did it say on the little baggie that came straight from China via Australia, whatever it does. The little baggie, a gram, that says cut. Well, I think, I don't know if it was 1,000 times or 100 times, and I have magnifying glasses out to get the crumbs because I don't want to appear. That's what that's who's saying this right now. So yeah. Anyway, please be careful if you guys are out there using it. I'm serious. Be careful, because it's real and it's happening. I went to a actual Narcan, whatever you say it, training class. I just had one a few weeks ago, and I'm trying to make it a point to at least keep some in my car, because we got a big homeless population where I'm at, up in this county, Sebastian County, Arkansas, Crawford, up in Washington, right above me, and it's real. And big homeless population, and everybody's on meth, and that's just how it is. Anyway, I'm glad to hear it, Grant. Really, headspace, excellent. All right, thank you. I hope, yeah, good. I'm glad you're doing well. Um, Supervise in the neck of the woods. All right, Dave. Oh, superb vibes. Oh, I hear you. Okay, superb vibes. I got you. The Westies, what's up? MRE's, Jesus Christ, MRE's retard. What are you, MRE? If you're out there, pop up later. Just wanted to say hello. Johnny Mack, we'll be going on your show, bro. We will be talking about criminal justice reform and prison, 100% for sure. You guys, if you guys have known me, I've talked smack about Johnny Mack. We talk smack about each other. There's a mutual respect, and I just can't help but love the dude. And I will be on his show shortly as soon as I can. And not, I can't text the moment, but hope everything was doing well. Hey, what's up, Tommy? 2274. Okay, bro, I got you. Westies, yeah, okay. What else? So yeah, if there's any comments about Testa and Senter again. So let me tell you what I did wrong in the video, and this is what I do so much. I've done over the last. I get Henry Brella and Anthony Center confused. I know, I know it. I don't know why. It's a tick, one of those ticks in my brain. I've never been around Anthony Center that I remember. I wasn't sure if you crossed the prison when I was coming. No, I'm almost positive not. So I wanted to make that clear. Again, Joey Testa, very close with him. You guys have known all the bad stuff I said about him. I'm not here to say bad stuff about Joey. And well, I'm going to keep that personal. But Centers, he's getting released, and I do believe that Testa gets released. And I know people have a hard time with that. I know there's some people that do. If you can see through my lens what I'm looking at, and it's the bigger picture, it's criminal justice reform. And based on what I know about Joey Testa in prison, he did mentor a lot of people, like I said in the video, including myself. When I really stop and think about it, there's key factors right now that are the reason that I'm out of prison. It is cancer. Cancer saved my life. Me doing clean time, and that was largely due to Carmine, Joey, Kazi being around those guys, being at Butner 2, which is an administrative yard, Chomo yard, whatever, cop, PC, whatever people want to say. Saved my life. Joey Testa made me see other people in prison, the less desirables, and be able to kind of, it was hard treating them with respect at times, but not being mean to them, and just looking at it from a different viewpoint. Joey did that. He has credit for that. So in that sense, yes, he did mentor me. Yes, he did. In spite of everything that happened and all this bad stuff I've said. Yes, he did. And I need to be forever grateful for that my paths crossed with Joey Testa. It's it's just a fact. And I know, and again, and I'll repeat what I said in the video. There's family members of people that the Gemini twins allegedly killed that have reached out to me and thanked me for trashing Joey at one time. That is close family, distant family, friends, whatever, and just wanted to know more and stuff like that. And I talk to people at length, and I know it's hard for them to understand now, like why I would think that. It's because I do not believe in life without parole. That does not mean that I don't believe there's people that deserve to be in prison for the rest of their life, based on what I know personally about Joey Testa. Clear conduct, mentored. You can take this however you want. Respected by staff. The mayor of the prison never meets a stranger. Based on those key factors, or those factors, I should say, yeah, he does. He does. And I know people don't like that. He is older. I think he's knocking on 70's door. Anybody can do anything. There's people and politicians right now that can go out and do heinous things and are doing heinous things. By the way, let me stop here. Let me switch gears. Every time I see Joe Biden on TV, you know what I hear? You know what happens in my head? I hear freaking Pop Goes the Weasel. Dun, 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 dun. Every single time I see Joe Biden, I cannot help hearing Pop Goes the Weasel. I can't. I'm not calling him a weasel. I'm not calling our president a weasel. I call him some other things, but whatever. He's our president. It is what it is. I want to. I really see him as a puppet because his cognitive issues. But I hear Pop Goes the Weasel music. I do, man. It's insane. Like I cannot see him. Not your usual federal justice system move. I hear you. I hear you. I just can't help it. I mean, it's crazy. Um, on that note, try hard. Okay. So on that note, here's what's going on. So I told you that one of the things. Thanks, Ken. Thanks, I appreciate it from Connecticut. Okay, so you know what I have on? I have on 1.5 glasses. Let's see if these are better. Okay, and I'm bad. It's so bad at names. Knaf from Connecticut. Uh, thank you. Um, yep, life happens, David. One day at a time, Uncle D. That's right. I'm doing a meeting a day too, at least sometimes two. Just depends on the schedule right now, but it'll be a lot busier soon. U.S. probation. Anyway, how old is he? So I don't know. So I think Joey's. So I'll be 54 here in a minute. Um, so so okay, wait. So Cosby was 54 in 2000 and 2010, so 64. So it's got to be about 60. I'm gonna guess 67. I'm gonna guess about that, but I could be. I've seen a photo of him. You can just Google it, and there's like a recent photo of him not too long ago. I don't want anyone in gold, but ten murder. Okay, David, I hear you. I hear you, David. Okay, this is my point, Dave. Okay, so David's from the UK. Saying he doesn't want anybody in prison, but 10 murder convictions, like basically, come on, Rob, 10 murder convictions, right? That's what you're saying. So they didn't give him the death penalty. Um, he does have a life sentence, and that is under the old law. That means he was parolable. I do believe it was 89, so I get it because 88 was a year that they switched stuff. I believe it was 88. Um, but his co-defendant did get compassionate release. He is going to be released, whether people like it or not. And they did the same exact stuff. One wasn't worse than the other, no matter I don't who did what. And Joey did have stage 4 cancer. And again, so what do people okay. So what do we desire out of incarceration as humans? Realistically, okay, in the Western world, okay. So let's just do that. UK, Australia, people under the crown, I should say, Europe in general. What do we as Western societies actually desire in punishment? We got to look at that question. I believe Europe at once upon a time, they were, wasn't life like 30 years? David, you can weigh in on that. I got to shut this off because I'll be on it. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Shit, I know people. Let me turn this off. I'm going to turn this off so this doesn't keep happening because it's rude. It is, and people have commented on it many times before. Like, stop answering your phone, stop doing this. It's off. Okay, so crime and punishment. Okay, crime and punishment. Let's do that real quick. People get sentenced in prison. Do you know how many times that I see people on TV? Okay, somebody commits heinous crime, just rape, murder. Okay, let's just go there. And the family member who doesn't believe in the death penalty will say, that person's got what they have coming. They will spend the rest of their life rotting in a prison cell, not have nothing to do but think about what they did every single day. False. It's a bunch of bullshit, wishful thinking. That's not what happens. There are people that can thrive in prison. Arguably, once upon a time, I was one of them. So what's up, Rob? Did you figure out a schedule that we can conform to? Ricky B, great question. I'll leave that up and I'll get back to you. Okay. Okay. So you're right. I know I said it and I did. I'll get there. So here's the deal with that, Rick, real quick. I'm seeking employment and I haven't got the right job yet. Okay. And it varies. There's a wide variation in the schedule. That's what it all comes down to. So there is going to be no more than 3 videos a week. I can tell you that. And that's because of someone else that's guiding me. Okay. And I want to do one live. I want to do a live every day. Trust me. I like doing lives. I don't like doing videos. I just don't. But that's what it is. So there will be a set schedule. I can assure you. Today, my set schedule for that mob tape was supposed to, for the Joey Testa and Senter thing, that was supposed to be at 5 p.m. I set it at 5 a.m. I messed up. So that was supposed to be the start of it. And I wasn't supposed to come on tonight, but I had an hour to kill. So I'm like, revved up. Okay, I got nothing to do. Boom. And by the way, I have picked up a bad habit as of late. So that's what transferring addictions, freaking chewing snuff. I'm back on. I have not dipped since 2005. I got to watch that word because you know what I comment say? People like, what's up? And it's like, I got a dip in my mouth. You know what? You know how close that sounds to penis. So it's like I gotta watch it. I gotta chew in my mouth. I gotta do that. Man, I'm strung out on this shit right now. And I can't believe I got myself here. I can't. So that's your answer, Ricky. So crime and punishment, getting back there. So when people say that on TV, it irks me, especially the cases that I'm watching on 2020 Dateline, 48 Hours, and like I'm just like they should fry that SOB. That needs to die. And the family members are coming out of the victim and saying, "Oh no, we want him to spend the rest of his life in prison." I'm just like you, and I'm looking at lifers everywhere, right? Laughing, joking, getting high, getting drunk, or whatever. Okay. Yes, you are limited to what you can do. I will say that the people that thrive the most are somebody that have something to live for in there. For example, when I started writing and I got clean in 2007, I mean, I was like, that was my longest growth period of my life. Those years, 2007 and 2011, arguably, for sure, that was when I grew the most within. I was able to really look inside myself, my political views. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. Okay, I felt great. I did not feel incarcerated. Mentally, I was not incarcerated. And there are plenty of people that do life sentences that mentally are not incarcerated. So to the family members who say stuff like that, it's wishful thinking. You want to believe that they're sitting in prison, suffering, thinking about what they did to your loved one all day, but that is rarely the case. I'm not saying that somebody that has mental illness or is stuck or just a serious sick, you know what, is doing that because some of them are reliving the sex crimes. And I'm sorry, but some of them, the bad stuff, the worst of the crime, the rape, all the sexual assault, all that they're doing. Some of them that have those memories instilled for them, and you can't take that away from their head. The only way you can take that away from their head is via the death penalty. That's just my take on it. And because I am thinking long-term criminal justice reform, my views about the death penalty may change. Inside it won't, but it may have to for the greater cause or whatever, if I ever get a bigger voice in that arena. And I'll go into that with the Libertarian Party here in a minute. But what do we desire of incarceration? The punishment is being locked up, okay? The punishment is, and I don't care how sweet the prison is. The prison could be cake, boxes, whatever the deal is. People in prison are still confined, and they're there. Now, they get old. There's medical costs, which are really tax burdens issue. I mean, and if you don't understand the costs, they're astronomical as people age in prison. So there has to be, in my opinion, the punishment is the incarceration. The punishment should not be what's happening inside of the prison. And I don't care if that's great food. And like I said, Xbox, I know people don't like to hear that, but does it matter if somebody's been locked in? Now, so we have come to a point since the mandatory minimums over the last 30, 40 years where we don't we're handing out time like it's nothing. And to a lot of the wrong people. Drug offenders with these life sentences, these 20 years. And in fact, how many guys have I been incarcerated with? They're like, man, I'm so lucky. My federal defender or my lawyer got me 17 years. Whoosh, I was facing life. 17 years, bro. I mean, and that's what, so people inside have become conditioned to that too, or people that are, criminal element, whatever you want to say, inmates, convicts, prisoners. Everybody's getting conditioned to that, and it's crazy. 5 years is a long freaking time. It's especially that's why I said in today's society with technology moving so fast. You know what it's like? You go away for 5 years, come out, you don't know what you're even at anymore. So I wish people would start really looking at it from that point of view. Now, getting back to the people that are incarcerated that have committed crimes such as Joey and Anthony, that have been there for decades, 3 decades and better now. We're not in Saudi Arabia. We're not in. I don't even know what China's doing right now, because who knows? They're going to start kicking all of our asses soon anyway. So who knows what China's? Who knows where they're at? I mean, I know, but I don't want to get into that. So my point is the countries, some places, countries in Africa, that just are chopping off hands to or whatever. Those days are not going to happen. I made the comment before. Donald Trump has said that drug dealers should be shot and killed. There's a point to be made about importers, people that are importing drugs into the country. But then again, the problem is our governments. Do you think they're not allowing that to happen in a lot of cases with all today's technology? Is anybody serious? It's bullshit. And they need that because it's part of the system. So really, drug dealers, especially suppliers and people on the lower end, distributors, in regular street dealers, they're all part of a bigger system. And I remember reading an article back in 2011 that said our economy. Sorry, guys, I know comments. I should be doing this. These days, you oppose Israel killing kids, and YouTube cut your buns. You're right. You're right. By the way, thoughts and prayers go out to people in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. That's how I want to word that on both ends. Not. That's all I want to say about that. I'm sure it feels a little awkward, Robert. You're shining bright right now. Okay, so anyway, thank you. So anyway, so I lost it. Damn it! I shouldn't have read these comments. I lost my train. I'll get it back to having an adult moment. Or it's the neural pathways. Is that what they're called? From the dead spots in my brain. This is something I was taught lately. So let me tell you something. I am getting I'm like forgetfulish, and I know it's the dementia age, being close to 54. I get it, but it's not that. It's really, and I've been looking at it from the science point of view. It really is my brain trying to find new ways from probably dead spots from it's especially when you're older and you're starting drugs as many times as I believe that. I totally believe that. Whether I'm wrong, I don't care. It's my belief system. That's what I believe. Okay. So, and it's just happening. And I was like, oh my God. But anyway, um, but yeah, on criminal justice reform, man, it's so big and it's so hard. And and I think this is a good segue to get into libertarianism or the libertarian part. Now, I'm in my 50s. A lot of us who are, let's just say 25 and up or whatever, okay? Um, we have these two major political parties in this country. UK people, David, hold on a second. You guys got to, and maybe you should be the ones to weigh in with all you guys with your issues over there with different political strains, right? I gave up wait, let me go back to this real quick. Except for weed and shrooms, that grew. Everything else is too risky. I'm not going to say good. I'm not going to do that right now. It's still flabbergasted. Bigger picture regarding drugs on our generation is weak. Oh, you're just going to get me. I don't get why they put. So Finn, what's happening, I believe, is they're trying to get your body hooked. So they're putting low doses of it in fentanyl. That's what good. You keep boxes of spray in your vehicles. That's great. And Rob, glad to catch you live from it. Hope all's well. Duck Fart, Alabama. It is good. Going well. Can I send a picture? Can I send a picture some sort of way? Grind, please. Infoconvictinc at gmail.com. Please do. Please do. I'd like to see that. Yeah, and that Narcan, you guys, even if you don't know people that are in it, and it's really simple stuff, don't make, they're going to be mad at you when they wake up too. They're going to be pissed. He's got plenty of socials going on here in this tab. Let me tell you, man, do you wake somebody up that's not dead from being especially people that are on opiates or want to do fentanyl? Serial killers can't be rehabilitated. Stop. Adam. Okay, wait. Adam Irish conundrum. Okay. Stop. Serial killers cannot be rehabilitated. I believe that. Are Joey Testa and Anthony Senter serial killers? By definition, what is it? 3 or more, 5 or more? They are. Is Sammy the Bull rehabilitated? Why? Because he didn't chop up the bodies like Joey and them did? I think that Joey and them got used to it. Again, I made this comment. Let me say this. Let's look at cartels, drug cartels for a minute, okay? I know guys that, let's just say 3 of the big cartels over there that I did time with, okay? Good people. What did you just say? Or the feds right here. Let's follow Russell. He knows 3. He just said he knows. Let's put that on his jacket. You know, look, it was explained to me by one of them who I think the world of. When you look at it through this lens, most of them were farmers, or they grew up in deep parts of Mexico, for example, where you do what? You kill goats, cows, chickens, you behead them. It's part of everyday life. In Western societies or modern societies or first world countries like this, we go to the market and people are like sickened when they see where our food actually comes from. Guess what, people? They actually come from animals that they get killed. Okay. So looking at it through their farmers and they're used to being around, when they do stuff like chop off heads and hang them over bridges and let them hang, of course it's an intimidation. But the people that are doing it, a lot of times, not every time, not a lot of times, they're farmers. You get used to it. And I'm not a killer. I've never been there, but I can see because I know these guys in prison and I've known people that have done crazy shit to people in prison. I mean, on the street that they're convicted of these crimes. That you talk to them and it doesn't jive. Okay. So you're like, but when you look at it through like, okay, once you do something, so once, this is terrible. I assume once you cut somebody up, it's probably the first time. I mean, unless you're high on drugs and you're with a friend, okay, so you can get together with a friend and you can make a big joke out of it. Or so, I'm sure the people can do that, okay. But once you get past that, once you start killing, they're dead. And once you kill them, they're dead. And then chopping them up is the next step, which is gruesome. I get it. Doctors do it every day. Nurses do it every day. See inside people's bodies, they get used to it. It's the same type of thing, I believe. That's my belief. I'm not always right most of the time. No, I'm just kidding. That's my opinion. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I view it. Okay. So going back to you, Adam, but serial killers, the business of Joey and Anthony, their forte, is that the right word? What they were called in to do was to dispose of people. That's what they were good at. As thick as it is, as wrong as it is, that's what they did. Can they separate themselves from that when they get out? That's the bigger question. They're in their 70s or close to it. Okay. That doesn't mean that a 90-year-old man in good shape can't go do it. That doesn't mean even possibly that they couldn't go out and they don't have it in them. I'm telling you from firsthand and personally being around Joey Testa for a long period of time, with 2 years total, I guess, or better, like with them every day, like all the time, constantly, that you would never think that by the way he acts today. So can he be rehabilitated? He's been rehabilitated. I've seen rehabilitated. I've seen him mentor other people. Okay. That's my take on it. And I wish I had more time, clean time. I wish I had a bigger voice in the criminal justice arena. I like the word arena because it's huge. I wish I did, because I would advocate for that guy 100%. That's the truth. I made a comment before about Tommy Patera babysitting my grandchildren. There's a lawyer that did while he was out there doing what he did. There's a business aspect of it. That's what they did. That's what that was about. I know it doesn't sit well with us normal civilians, or me, somebody who, by the way, Carmine Persico said wasn't even a criminal. Carmine Persico did not consider me a criminal, consider me an entrepreneur. He said I wasn't a criminal. He thinks people that didn't go stick up, heist, bankrupt are not criminal. That's the truth. So killing and all that violence wasn't in my world, people. I was not around violent drug people. I'm sure some of the guys I knew, whatever, me, I never got in a fight over drugs. I had one bad incident over drugs. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. When I was dealing drugs, if I gave you drugs, you could burn me all day, and I'm not going to bust a grape, because I didn't want to bring extra heat, because I wasn't cut like that, because that wasn't me. It's business. Okay, don't deal with them again. Don't take it personal. That's just what I was. It was about business, right? So getting back to the mob life, look at Sammy the Bull. If Sammy the Bull can be out and have a successful YouTube channel or whatever he's doing, why can't Joey Testa? Why couldn't Tommy Karate, guys like that? Because the media made them the boogeyman. I'm not saying they didn't do bad stuff. So did Sam. Okay? So did Sam. I'm just using him because he's the bigger name of that. Okay. And Francis, he won't cop to what he did or what not did. He just leaves out a mystery. But what, and I'm not knocking him, so please don't, that's not my point. It's that, why is it okay for rats who killed people to be out and be rehabilitated, but the guys who didn't tell to be in there and knock it out? Why? Okay. My friend Tommy Reynolds, he's in there. He's got 5 bodies. Okay. Tommy's not going to do anything wrong when he gets out. Nothing. One of his friends, former Bath Avenue guys, set up the murder. One of the murders Tommy's in there for. I'm not knocking Jimmy Calandra. He set up the murder. The lady would not be dead if it wasn't but for Jimmy. Tommy did it. Jimmy told on him. That makes Tommy bad. It was an accident. It was a total accident. That makes Tommy bad. So Tommy doesn't deserve to get out, but then Jimmy does because he told. Bullshit. Bullshit. So when you look at it that, if our governments around Western societies are going to go ahead and let people who copped to killing multiple people out just because they're being rats, okay, then why in the hell can we not let out people who didn't tell? They're bad, they're worse? No, they're not. They're no different than those guys because they choose to stand on principles, even if their principles seem misguided to the average citizen. Fuck no. Fuck no. Give them their chance. And again, I'm not saying that those guys that can't get out and commit crime. I'm saying that they've done enough time. They've done more than 30 years. And they were sentenced under the old law. It's not life without. And P.S., one of them's already getting out. So leave the other one in, who had clear conduct all the way through his prison sentence. Anthony didn't have clear conduct. I believe he got one dirty that I know of, dirtier. Okay. So that's my take. Let me run some comments on that. And then I'll get in. Don't be a Jimmy. Stop. Jimmy Klein. Justice Alan Kaiser. Okay. All right, David. Okay, let me go because I know I'm far behind on this. So I'm just going to go ahead. It's very strange, isn't it, mate? The lights are on, but the weasel is dead. The lights are on, but the weasel's dead. Okay, so we're way backed up here, guys. Okay, I'm on my little. Okay, so bug light. I mean, no, Robbie's a weasel. But so you guys do get back, you get it, right? So I hope everybody now suffers from hearing "Pop goes the weasel" every time you see Biden, because I do. I mean, I literally cannot get that freaking noise out of my head every single time that he comes on. It's just that. No, I was not a Marine. I was not a Marine. I was not in the military. Anybody who's in the military, thank you for your service, whether the wars are right or wrong, and whether we win wars or not, because we don't want to win wars no more. And by the way, if you guys haven't heard me say it, you know what the greatest thing would have been? My opinion at the time, but my opinions are evolving in recovery. I mean, so Afghanistan. If you think the same problem we lack, if I think you have the same problem we have, which is the lack of consistent sentences. Bingo, David. Absolutely. Thanks, David. All right. Thank you for that. What's up? What's up, Mob Rat Hunter? What's up, buddy? Oh, wait. Obviously, when it comes to violence against weaker people, emotions insert themselves. David, you need your own channel. You come up with great shit. Okay, so I just want to try to run through these. So now he knows what China has planned. Yeah, I do. I'm the all-knowing Rob. Okay, the all-knowing convict Pink. You can call me that. You can refer to me. Get you a job right outside of Louis, making $25 an hour starting. Got a place where you can stay, construction and the union. If you're interested, let me know. Rick B, thank you so much for that. It's not the wage that I'm looking for. And no, I can't relocate right now. I have to stay in this jurisdiction, and I want to be around where my judge is at too. Our American penal system does confuse the average Briton with the draconian sentences in the 100 years of compared to the lower range of 1 to 10 years for manslaughter, not to mention the capital. David, everything you're saying, dude, yes, 1000%. You're doing Sterling Robbins just rambling. I'm just rambling. No, you're doing great, David. By the way, so let me give you how screwed up our criminal justice. Let me give you another example. Okay, you guys know about the crack laws back in the day? You don't. 1 gram of crack cocaine and 100 grams of powder. A person with 1 gram, for example, would get the same sentence as somebody with 100 grams of powder. Okay, a lot of people think that there were racist laws. I used to argue with guys of color, friends or not, in prison, saying that absolutely crack laws. You guys they're not unjust. They're not unjust. Crack is worse. Crack is worse. I said that for many years. I was a moron. Because a drug is a drug is a drug, and even the fentanyl drug stuff, which just pisses me off because they're going to go hardcore on these sentences too. And yes, I know fentanyl is terrible. I get it. But let me go on to the crack thing. So they reduced the crack law, right? After years and years of going back and forth, they finally said, okay, we'll reduce this crack law and we'll make them even. Well, kind of even. They came up with 18 to 1. Now, 18 grams of powder cocaine is equivalent to 1 gram of crack. Even though crack almost kind of died off, wasn't really popular. Now cocaine's making a comeback, so I'm sure it'll be coming back soon, thanks to the Colombians getting their routes back, and Mexicans are pissed about it. But anyway, so here's the deal. You know how they came up with the number 18 to 1? Jeff Sessions, who was Donald Trump's first attorney general, he was hardcore. He wanted the death penalty for third-time drug offenders like myself. He was really an advocate for killing everybody. Okay, whether that's right or wrong, that's what Jeff's stance for. This was Attorney General Sessions. That's what it stands for. Excuse me. So he's in the gym in the Capitol gym and where the senators go, whatever, they're doing their gym stuff. And imagine none of them look too buff, so I don't know what they were doing down there. But anyway, so they're in the gym, and which Democrat? Damn, was it Durbin? It might have been Senator Durbin. Hey Jeff, they're talking. They're pumping iron. Their glasses, okay? They're down there pumping iron. Hey Jeff, we got to really do something about this. We got to do something. We got to get this done today. Okay, so pick a number. What do you want to? 18. I'm paraphrasing. It's not 18. Session. I don't know if he was doing 18 reps with his eyeglasses or what. Came up with the number 18 out of thin air. Hallelujah. Session spoke. 18-1 is what it is. That's our criminal justice system. That's what we got, people. A freaking Senator Sessions was in the gym pumping eyeglasses and came up with the number 18. And that's what's law now. What the fuck? I mean, what else? What else you want me to say? That's a fact. Look it up. I have to work hard, but you will. Okay. Oh, anyway, Rick. No, so yeah, no. Listen, there's plenty of jobs around here. You know what my problem is? Applications and going into them. So you got to apply for everything online. And once I do, I'm spammed by 50,000 people, 108 calls in one day. I applied online for something, 108 phone calls in one day, people. It gives me anxiety. I don't like it. And then I don't like going in there. And then I have to tell the truth on applications. I think you stop trying to write about jail shit and doing legal work for felons. Leave that life behind. Find you a niche. So I stopped writing because of drugs and alcohol. Okay. Get closer to the mic. Okay. I stopped writing because of drugs and alcohol. There was other factors in the beginning. Maybe, yeah, Harvest. I have to say that it's working superbly for Chab, but of course, everyone is different. Chab doesn't have addiction issues. My problem was addiction issues. I was doing consulting and some other stuff too. When a person is falsely accused of rape, excuse me, how does it work on their case from prison? Or does the case just die off and he is left to rot in prison? Wait a minute. When a person is falsely, no, people, so there's a lot of people that'll take on the Innocence Project, some other stuff, okay? There's a lot of people that do that kind of work. If you're asking what happens to rapists in prison and stuff like that, in state prison, not so much. I'm not saying that things don't happen, but there's a lot of guys in there for rape that are part of the fellas. They either have a story or they're like, that yacht deserved it or whatever. Audio, keep close to your mic. Okay, I got it because I keep running, going back and forth when I get wound up. Got you. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I hope it's better. And I'm not going to be able to tell because I'm so far behind. Thank you, David Cameron, one of my best subs. An occasional like a comment is worth more than anything. He's good. Yeah, he is. Irish mob. Yeah, but so going back, so as far as the job moving, I'm in a good spot. I'm in the best spot that I've been in, and I'm aware exactly where I need to be. The stars have aligned for me in so many ways. Okay. And even going into what I'm ready to do about the Libertarian Party. So the Libertarian Party so we have two parties in the United States. Everybody knows Republicans, Democrats. Okay. So how's that working out for you, everybody? One can argue that we have checks and balances put in place, and whoever the powers that be that came up with our system of government actually did a pretty decent job. The problem is our parties are about our parties, political parties. That's what they care about, and not so much the people. They're devoted to their parties, and it's whatever their party does. Good examples of what's going on right now. Well, is that a good example with the Speaker of the House issue? I don't know, but well, you got about 8 hardcore Trumpian conservatives, I think you would say, which I'm not bashing Trump whatsoever at this point. He's got some problems, but I think he had good policies. Just could he talk too much like me? But I'm not trying to compare myself. I'm saying his ego driven like a madman, and he's his own worst enemy. That's why. Well, that's not why he's in political trouble. It's all politics. But anyway, arguably I can say that There look like there's some criminal issues, but whatever. I think Trump, the Democratic Party, by the way, is making Trump more popular. I think they're going to really hate that they indicted him on so many charges. But anyway, let me get away. There's a party called the Libertarian Party. Um, and I don't think people are really giving them a fair shake and enough credit. I have been thinking about the Libertarian Party for some time, but some of my core political principles don't line up with them. The death penalty, for one, I am pro. They are not. But I'm really looking at the Libertarian Party's agenda, their platform in general, and I'm going through it slowly and looking. And I started doing this really a couple weeks ago as well, with a lot of other things. And yesterday, no, Saturday, um, I went to a local fair over in Oklahoma. I was going to go to a haunted mansion in Muskogee, Oklahoma, a couple hours from here. Didn't work out. We ended up going to a fair, the Balloon Fest in Poto, Oklahoma, and money grabs, son of fair's bonk. Anyway, it's terrible. Meaning they charge too much for everything. But anyway, we're walking around and going to a tent. It's hot, and saw a little band play, country band. The guys were about 80, all of them. It was pretty cool. And there's three people sitting at the booth, and they had a platform, Libertarian Party stuff. And I decided to stop and talk to him. The person I was with wanted to know more about the Libertarian Party, and I was explaining. I said, "Well, let's just talk to them." And we stopped for a good while. And again, my what I'm trying to do, what I'm aiming for, is criminal justice reform, and the Libertarian Party's got it. Um, our system of government right now is not catching up, or is not in tune with, I think, the modern world. Things change so fast. I think that we're so divided in our couple countries politically. And I think if people really take a look at the Libertarian Party, cross out what you like and what you don't, they're economically conservative, so they don't believe in the robust social network. I mean, yes, social. Uh, um, that's not the right word. Social safety net. That's the right term. Of giving out free money to everybody, which only holds people down. Nothing's for free, no matter what happens. Nothing's for free. So when the government wants to give you something for free, beware. I believe that. Um, Steve Capello was a criminal who went to Vietnam in the army and got a cop when he got back to NYC. There you go. So the Libertarian Party has candidates that are ex-felons. They believe all ex-felons should have the right to vote, guns, to yada yada yada. Guys, I want you guys to really take a look at them someday if you ever care. I'm going to be having some Libertarian Party people come on and talk about criminal justice reform recovery. I'm not going to get off on all their core beliefs. I will let them at some time explain that if that's what they will. I'm not going to say who at this point. There's a gentleman out of Oklahoma that I have my eyes set on that I'm being introduced to. And the lefter John knows, Gino. So, Libertarian Party, conservative economically, socially liberal. Okay. So, that doesn't mean that they're advocating for they're advocating for one social cause, gay marriage, or whatever. What that means is they're saying basically, do whatever you want. I was a staunch. I still have my core belief is traditional family values, believe it or not. Okay, so I was raised that way. I was raised Italian Catholic. Um, we were born and raised with a good set of morals and principles. That's true. What happened, how I veered off was drugs, whatever. But that's who I am inside. So I've always believed in the traditional marriage. Okay. Having said that, that ship has already sailed. All the boogeyman stuff that they said was going to happen has not. I do not care who you sleep with. I do not care who you marry. I do not care if you want to be a bird one day and a horse the next. And if you want to dress up like them, I don't care anymore. Doesn't matter. Do I think that the whole transgender thing has a issue when it comes to children in school? I think that I know a family member who thinks he might be transgender, but he's not. I'm telling you, and I know that's going a little bit too far, and YouTube probably going to shut me down. But I'm not against whatever floats your boat. That's just how I see it. Our governor here in Arkansas, dear Sarah, former White House secretary. I mean, uh, not secretary. What was she? Not senior correspondent. Why did I just? Okay, everybody's going to correct me in a second. Sarah Huckabee Sanders is now the governor. Long line of Huckabees here in Arkansas in politics. Imagine that. But she's doing good stuff. But she just passed a law. She just signed a law banning breast milk for human consumption. Now, we are in a conservative state here in Arkansas, pockets of hardcore liberalism. Hello, Fayetteville. Hello, not Siloam, Eureka Springs. I mean, there's pockets that are like wearing masks everywhere still, and whatever. So, it, if you want to buy and drink breast milk, who gives a rat's ass? What the? And I know that there's religious arguments. We're religious, real steeped in religion here. Who cares? Who cares? You're wasting your time on that for real? Waste your time on criminal justice reform. And by the way, Governor Sanders is going backwards on criminal justice reform. She wants to put people away for longer periods of time. And that's not worked. It's not worked. They've tried this drug thing. Let's go back into the drug thing for freaking decades. And they're going to go back and they're going to start going hardcore on this fentanyl stuff. And I was never ever I was never a legalization guy when it comes to drugs. I'm starting to really look at the harm reduction model, which the Libertarian Party advocates for. I believe it came out of Australia. You guys in the UK know all about harm. I was not a fan of harm. I am becoming a huge fan of it. Okay. I'm also really, really toying with the idea inside. If I can really, as a person who did a life sentence and got out, say, do we do criminalize all drugs? I'm not there. There's so much more inside of me I have to figure out because it's really a hard subject. It's really hard. You see people dying that are your friends. People got killed. My friend David Nally got killed. It was not, they, if he wasn't on drugs, he wouldn't have got killed, but that's not what it was over. So yeah, man, it's a hard deal, but I think that the Libertarian Party really needs to be that seriously and not just as some fringe party anymore. Because the Democrats and Republicans, you can find no matter what you are in this country, you can find in the Libertarian Party something you really believe in. Again, I'm not there, so I'm not going to get anything else about them right now except for their recovery and their criminal justice reform because that's what I care about the most. But I've talked to somebody today who's in the Libertarian Party who's going to be on here about recovery. That's what he's going to focus in, and then I'm getting somebody who's over in Oklahoma, who's a big name over there right now. Let me get that worked out. Okay. So and it's not going to be preaching about politics. I can see me advocating for the Libertarian Party on a different platform shortly. I can see it, but I'm not there yet. That's all I have to say about that. But I'm for people who want serious criminal justice reforms, and the Democrats and the Republicans are not those people anymore. They're bullshitters. There's no reason criminal justice reform cannot be front and center. It is at least 11% of our economy. When you look at the cops, the judges, the incarceration, that's probably a real liberal estimate or a conservative estimate, I should say, because the criminal justice system. It's economics. It's not about putting away the right offenders. That's why murder sentences wouldn't be 15 and drug sentence the average. If you can go look at the stats yourself. I need to have numbers in front of me before I should start spouting off about that fully. So I remember understood. Yo, Rob, come on over and grab my link, buddy. It's a little bit. Johnny. I'll be there. I can't do it tonight, but I'm coming. I'm coming to you, bro. I'll be there for real. I just can't do it. I'm gonna just blow through some of these comment. Okay, so I'm at the bottom here. Okay, so I've been on an hour. Okay, so Johnny, tell me, are you on live right now? Say yes or no to me first. Um, choice. I think it has to be healthy for more choices than the stale pear Britain in America are currently offered. You're right, David. You're absolutely right. Hello, Roberto. How's your Monday been? I hope all's well with you, buddy. John Fox, thank you. And yeah, it's going good. I'm in a good place right now in my life. I've got a long way to go, but yeah, for sure. Um, but oh, Southie 31. I missed you. How did I do it? I remember you understood what was going on. I remember you understood what was going on. I'm not sure. So Johnny. Oh, I'm at the bottom. Okay, I got you. I got you, Ricky. And thank you for the job offer. For real. I'm where I need to be in my life right now in many, 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 many ways. Okay. That's what I got to say. Um, okay, I was waiting to see if Johnny was gonna say something, but I can find out. Anyway, I have to go. I'm being called, summoned. Man, I'm serious. No, I know you are, Rick, and I'm telling you, I'm serious too. I'm serious too. Everything in my life is where it's supposed to be right now. I believe that. Once again, before I end, I would like to say that I hope people have an open mind when it comes to different thoughts about criminal justice reform, when it comes to different thoughts about convicted people, whether that be murderers. I'm not going to say certain offenders, whether that be murderers or people doing a long time. Uh, Oh, no, I can't because I need to be in this jurisdiction for one thing, and I believe you. I can see you're serious, for many reasons. For personal relationship, I wanna be close to, I have a good I'm surrounded by really solid people right now. That's what I wanted to say. Make money, do your gig, and be home every weekend. So, I'm not so concerned about see you soon, Rob. My Irish mob, thank you for being here. Yeah, and, yeah, okay, I got you, bud. Uh, I'm not so concerned about making. I'm more concerned about a steady job right now for structure and for other reasons in my life. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get off right now. Thank you guys for being here. There will be a Mob Monday next week. It's going to be about Carmine Persico. There's other stuff. Stick with the winners. I got you. I believe Ricky B is a winner, and he means everything. And he's been around a while and a good guy. Later on. Okay, take care. Thank you guys for showing up. Carmine Persico Mob Monday next week. I don't know what tomorrow. Nope, I don't know. There'll be videos this week or more lives if I can jump on. Take care.